Hey there, it's Pegasus in the Starfield, this time with another Outpost build to share. If you're new here, welcome and glad to have you. Returning viewers, good to see you again. This Outpost is something a bit different. Normally I show fully completed builds, but I maxed the build budget partway through, so it's only semi-complete, and I'm presenting it as still in the process of being set up. While building it, I was also making my crowd outfit mod, so everyone here is kitted out with those, and I'll tell you more about it during the tour. All of my crew were being shy while I was filming, so I tracked some of them down afterward. Their example outfits are at the end of this video. This outpost was slow going, partly because I had a bit of an art block during the build, so while I focused more on making the mod, I just left this outpost to simmer and kinda took a break from it. I played the DLC and some other missions until I was ready to return. After the ordeal in Dazra, my wanted captain Selene decided she was done with hiding and playing it safe. She took out the ecliptic battleship Camulus and its escorts who were lurking in the Sol system. Since then, she hasn't seen any ecliptic bounty hunters, so she moved into the open and started setting up this Mountainside perch with a shipbuilder pad on Nemeria 2. For this project, I drew some inspiration from the snow fortress in the movie Inception. That mainly translated to the geographic features of this location, the high mountains in the background, the placement of the towers, and the layout of the stacked tabs in the main structure. My hope was that from afar it would have a similar silhouette as to when Cobb and Ariadne are first surveilling that dungeon level in the movie. Now, because we're still getting everyone moved in and set up, you'll notice that certain areas are more done than others, and there's a mix of form and function here, along with lots of moving in clutter. We started with the areas we needed first, and we're still awaiting some shipments of furnishings and appliances, and more of the crew should be arriving soon too. We do have one room already furnished for Lynn, who's managing the setup of the perch. These Science Hab stacks serve as the crew quarters, so there should be enough for everyone to get their own room. They'll all have their own ensuite bathrooms as well. My struggle building this outpost was mainly because I was trying to force certain things to work here that just didn't go together the way I wanted, but taking that break from it helped me identify things that I needed to change, and once I settled on the right look overall, it was much easier to finish, although the terrain definitely made for a challenge. The only landing pad I could get to place in here was the DarkStar pad because of the slope. It has the 2-click build, so you can adjust the foundation height after you place it. The majority of the build budget went to all of these awesome catwalks and stairs. Out in the open does not mean that Selene has foregone security. In fact, she realizes she might have made the Ecliptic even more determined to catch her after taking out their capital ship. So the idea here is that we're perched and ready. This outpost is on a sub-peak of a mountain chain, not easy to reach on foot, and with few landing sites nearby, so we'll be able to spot anyone approaching long before they get here. In addition, there are security robots, a couple of watchtowers, the command center, and lots of catwalks for patrolling. So, I'm just really playing up that wanted trait. The command operation headquarters is front and center on this dedicated platform, and right now it's really more of a shack. It's not airtight, but it is covered. Enough. I liked how the roof of the gazebo played with these catwalks, so I walled it in because, we're on an exposed mountain cliff. It's pretty windy, we do get snowstorms. We're expecting to be able to build a more permanent structure when we get the rest of our supplies in, hopefully with that next shipment. Up these stairs is the staff lounge with a half bath, a kitchenette, and a TV area. This outpost will be at full capacity with 8 people assigned to it, although right now it's only the construction management crew. So I anticipated multiple people using this space together and furnished it to accommodate that. There are a few table and seating options, a small but fully stocked mini fridge, and a camping cook stove. It's fairly basic, but it's here for whoever's on duty in the shack, whether they need a break or some refreshments. And if anyone wants to make a new outfit, I've got the crafting toolbox set up in here as well. I've always liked the outfits the people in the cities wear and was so excited to find or buy them from vendors when I first started playing Starfield. Sadly, they weren't available to players. But now they are! The mod I made, Crowd Outfits by Pegasus, is on Creations for Xbox and PC. It's a small, simple mod that allows players to craft all of the outfits the crowds wear in the Settled Systems cities, in all of the color variants. They have vanilla body morphs, so they'll fit any unmodded character size. During testing, we found that these outfits overrode the body shape mod that my tester had on their characters and NPCs, only while those outfits were equipped. They're crafted at the Custom Workbench toolbox, which has a filter so it only makes the outfits and they won't show up in any of the other Workbench menus. There are over 200 items, so this was the tidiest way to make them craftable, and with a minimal resource cost, so they're pretty simple to make. This main structure is a multi-purpose stack of habs, all at angles from one another, trying to get that blocky look from that Inspiration Fortress. I tried to do it with some other habs from my mod list first, but as I said before, it just didn't work the way I wanted it to, so I went with this concept instead. So outside here we have radar and some storage set up, and then inside is a small admin office. Attached to the office is this small workshop. These workbenches in here are from Betamax's Functional Decor, along with some immersive clutter to make this space feel busy and useful. Because these habs are at angles, the catwalks out here actually didn't snap together, so I put mats down to cover the holes between them. This is our little hydroponics lab where we grow our own veggies. Lynn has her special curry flavoring experiment here, and already warned Heller that it's even spicier than her Vectera samples, and he doesn't even get to try this batch. If you know, you know, but if you don't, there's an out-of-order bathroom with a funny note on it at the mine the player starts the game at. Heller is a miner and Lynn is the supervisor there, and they become recruitable after a certain quest, so I have them both at this outpost together. This main large hab is an indoor range. We've got some crates shoved in here too, but all of the crew have pretty good aim, and I trust Simon to make sure everyone logs their practice time and stays sharp. I happened to find a few pistols during my time away, so now that I'm back, everyone gets practice with all these different models. This empty hab is slated to get gym equipment and a locker room, and it's attached to what Heller calls our 5-star restaurant. The couches may or may not have been, donated under duress by the Crimson Fleet ship that's parked down there in the valley below the Perch. We're definitely just making do in here with the folding tables and extra chairs, even a random crate. But there's a full galley on the ship, and Chunks to Go delivers to this system according to Barrett, so we've got a few options while our dining hab is in the move-in limbo. Adjacent to the main block is the other crew quarters stack. Those interiors are all bare. We're waiting for the word that the warehouse has our order ticket fulfilled and ready for pickup. Once we have that, the rest of the crew can ship out here too. So that's the current status of my Mountainside Perch outpost. Sometimes it feels like we'll be stuck waiting forever to finish the build and get the rest of the crew out here. Coming up for Selene, there's a reckoning waiting at Masada with our old friends, the Hunter and the Emissary. After that, a roundup of temple powers, but Selene is officially on borrowed time in this New Game Plus, and the Unity is calling. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop me a line. The mods I used in this build are listed in the description. Stay tuned for a quick look at some of the crew's outfits from my mod. Thanks for watching. Catch a smile out there.
Be safe, be smart. Don't take unnecessary risks. I'll see you soon.
How are you?
You need something? Don't be a stranger.
See you later.
Bye, Captain.
Slack off? Me? Nah, you got it backwards, boss. I'm going above and beyond here.